The phone always rings at exactly 3:07 a.m., not 3:06, not 3:08, always 3:07. I know because I've been staring at my phone every night for the past 2 weeks, waiting for it. My therapist says I need to delete the number. My sister says I need to move on. My ex-boyfriend said I was losing my mind and that's why he left. But they don't understand. When your mother dies suddenly, no warning, no goodbye, just a brain aneurysm in the cereal aisle of a Kroger at 2 p.m. on a Tuesday, you become desperate for any piece of her to come back. Even if it doesn't make sense, even if it's impossible, even if the caller ID shows mom every single night, exactly 14 days after we buried her. My name is Sarah Mitchell. I'm 28 years old. I live alone in a small rental house on Maple Street in Columbus, Ohio. I'm an elementary school teacher. I meal prep on Sundays. I have a cat named Buttons. I am, by all accounts, a normal person. Normal people don't get calls from their dead mothers. But I do. It started 2 weeks after the funeral. I'd finally managed to fall asleep without crying, a small victory I'd celebrated with half a bottle of wine. Then my phone lit up the darkness of my bedroom like a searchlight, vibrating against my nightstand with violent urgency. I grabbed it, squinting against the brightness. "Mom," the screen said. Her contact photo smiled at me. The one from last Christmas where she wore that ridiculous reindeer sweater I'd bought her as a joke. My heart stopped. My fingers shook as I answered. "Hello?" Static. Just static. Like an old radio stuck between stations. Then, underneath it, something else. Breathing. Slow. Deliberate. The kind of breathing you do when you're trying very hard to stay calm. "Mom," I whispered into that static void. The call ended. I told myself it was a glitch, some cruel trick of technology. Phone companies reuse numbers, right? Maybe someone had her old number. Maybe it was a scam. Maybe I dreamed the whole thing. But the next night, 3:07 a.m., it happened again. And the night after that. And every night since. At first it was just static and breathing. Then on the 5th night I heard something else, a whisper so faint I thought I'd imagined it. "Sarah." My name. In her voice. That slight rasp she'd developed after years of smoking in college before she quit. The way she'd say my name when she was worried about me, drawing out the second syllable just a little too long. I started keeping my phone on my chest when I slept, clutched in both hands like a lifeline. I stopped going out with friends. I couldn't focus at work. The bags under my eyes grew so dark that my principal pulled me aside and asked if I needed bereavement leave. But I couldn't tell anyone the truth, that I was waiting. That every night at 3:07 a.m., my dead mother called me, and I needed to answer. Because what if this was real? What if somehow, impossibly, she'd found a way back? Tonight is different, though. Tonight, I can feel it in my bones, in the way the shadows seem to lean into my bedroom, in the way Buttons has been hiding under the bed since sunset, refusing to come out, even for treats. It's 3:04 a.m. I'm sitting up in bed, phone in hand, watching the seconds tick by on my alarm clock. The red numbers seem to pulse in the darkness. My bedroom is small, just enough space for a full bed, a dresser, and a nightstand. The walls are painted a soft gray that looks almost lavender in the dark. Mom helped me pick the color. Mom. God, I miss her so much it physically hurts. It's like someone carved out a piece of my chest and left the wound open to the air. Every breath reminds me she's gone. Every morning I wake up and for one beautiful second, I forget. Then I remember, and I have to bury her all over again. 3:05 a.m. My hands are sweating. I wipe them on my sleep shirt, one of her old college shirts that still smells faintly of her lavender laundry detergent, even though I've worn it a dozen times since she died. The house is quiet except for the hum of the refrigerator downstairs and the occasional creak of settling wood. I live on a street where all the houses were built in the 1950s. They talk at night. These old houses, they whisper secrets through their walls. 3:06 a.m. My heart is hammering so hard I can hear it in my ears. Thump, 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 thump. I think about the last real conversation I had with Mom. It was so mundane. She called to ask if I wanted to come over for dinner that Sunday. Pot roast. I said I was busy. I wasn't. I was just being lazy. And we'd do it next week. There was no next week. The phone screen lights up. 3:07 a.m. It rings. The sound shatters the silence like breaking glass. Buttons hisses from under the bed. Mom, the caller ID says. Her face smiles at me from beyond the grave. My thumb trembles over the green button. I've answered 13 times before. 13 nights of static and whispers and fragments of words I can barely understand. I swipe to answer. Mom? My voice cracks. For a moment, there's nothing. Just that familiar static, like the universe itself is holding its breath. Then I hear it. Sarah. Clear this time. No static. Just her voice. Her actual voice. Sarah, baby, please listen to me. I can't breathe. I can't speak. Tears are already streaming down my face. I don't have much time, she continues. And there's something in her voice I've never heard before. Panic. Raw, animal terror. Sarah, you need to listen very carefully. Do not come home. Do you understand me? Do not come to our house. Do not... What? Mom, what are you talking about? I know, baby. I know I'm gone. But something is wrong. Something is very, very wrong. Her breathing is ragged now. Like she's running. It's been here since the funeral. It's in the house. What's in the house? Mom, you're scaring me. It looks like you, Sarah. It sounds like you, but it's not you. Do you understand? It's wearing your face. The temperature in my bedroom drops 20 degrees in an instant. My breath comes out in visible puffs of white mist. It's been calling your father, she continues, and now she's crying. My mother, who never cried, who kept it together through her own mother's death and her sister's cancer and every hard thing life threw at her, is sobbing. It's been texting your sister. It's pretending to be you. It's using your phone, your social media. It's studying you, Sarah, learning you. And tonight, it's going to let you see it. This isn't real, I whisper. This can't be real. You're dead. You're dead. And I'm having a breakdown and... Check your security camera, she interrupts. The one you installed last year after that break-in scare. Check the camera in your living room, right now. My security camera. I'd forgotten about it. A cheap thing I'd bought on Amazon after someone broke into my neighbor's house. It sits on my bookshelf, pointed at the front door and most of the living room. I barely look at the app anymore. With shaking hands, I pull up the app on my phone. Keep me on the line, Mom says. Don't hang up. Whatever you see, I need you to stay calm and listen to what I tell you next. The app loads slowly, too slowly. The little buffering circle spins and spins. Then the image appears. My living room is dark, illuminated only by the street light coming through the front window. I can see my couch, my coffee table, the bookshelf with the camera. and I can see me. I'm standing in the middle of my living room. But I'm not in my living room. I'm upstairs in my bed. The thing that looks like me is wearing the same sleep shirt I'm wearing right now. It has my hair, long, dark, wavy. It has my face, narrow chin, wide eyes, the small scar over my left eyebrow from when I fell off my bike at age 9. But something is wrong with it. It's not moving like a person moves. It's too still, too perfect, like a mannequin, like something that learned how to be human by watching videos but never quite got the small movements right, the slight sway of balance, the unconscious shifting of weight, the tiny fidgets and adjustments we all make without thinking. As I watch, it tilts its head, slowly, too slowly, a full 90 degrees to the left, like an owl. Then it looks up, directly at the camera, directly at me, and it smiles, not my smile, something else, something with too many teeth, something that stretches its mouth wider than human skin should stretch. "Oh God," I breathe. "Oh God, oh God, oh God." Sarah, listen to me. Mom's voice cuts through my panic like a lifeline. It can't come upstairs yet. There are rules. I don't understand them all, but there are rules. It needs permission. It needs you to invite it. Permission? What is it? What the fuck is it? I don't know, but I've been stuck, watching. I've been trying to call you every night to warn you, but I could only make static. Tonight is the first night I could speak clearly. She's crying harder now. It's getting stronger. It's been feeding on something. On your grief, maybe. On your isolation. I don't know. But Sarah, you cannot let it upstairs. You cannot speak to it. You cannot... The thing downstairs moves. It walks to the bottom of my staircase. I can see it to you through the doorway in the camera's view. It stands there, 1 foot on the bottom step. Then it calls up in my voice. "Sarah? Sarah, are you awake?" I clamp my hand over my mouth to keep from screaming. I had the weirdest dream, it continues, and the voice is perfect. Exactly how I sound. I thought I was downstairs, but I just woke up on the couch. Did you hear anything weird? It's good. If I hadn't seen it on the camera, if I wasn't on the phone with my dead mother's voice, I would believe it was me. I would call down to myself. I would say something like, "Yeah, that is weird," or maybe you were sleepwalking. And maybe that would be permission enough. "Don't answer," Mom whispers. "Don't make a sound." I nod even though she can't see me and watch the camera. The thing waits at the bottom of the stairs for a full minute. 2 minutes. 3. Then it speaks again, and this time the voice is slightly different. Still mine, but flatter. "I know you can hear me, Sarah. I know you're up there." My blood turns to ice water. "I've been practicing," it says conversationally, like we're chatting over coffee. "For weeks now. Getting your voice right, your mannerisms, the way you bite your lower lip when you're thinking, the way you twist your hair when you're anxious. You're doing it right now, aren't you?" I freeze. I am twisting my hair. I drop my hand immediately. It laughs. "Your father thinks I'm you. I've been texting him, checking in, sending him pictures from your social media. He told me yesterday that he's so glad I'm finally doing better. He said he was worried after the funeral, but now he sees I'm moving on so well." Tears are streaming down my face. "Mom, don't talk," she hisses. "It's listening for you." "Your sister invited me. Invited you to Thanksgiving dinner," it continues. "She said she misses you. She said you've been distant. I told her I'd be there. I told her I'd bring pie. Isn't that sweet? I even know which pie you'd bring. apple with that lattice crust you learned from YouTube. It takes another step up. I've been in your emails, Sarah. Your bank account. Your medical records. I know everything about you. Your therapist appointments. Your prescription for anxiety medication. Your browser history. Oh, Sarah, some of those searches. How to know if you're going crazy. Grief-induced hallucinations. Can dead people really call you? Another step. But here's what I'm most excited about, it says, and now the voice is eager, hungry. I've been watching you, the real you, up there in your bed, and I've learned something wonderful. Another step. You're so alone, Sarah. You push everyone away. You cancel plans. You ignore messages. You're drowning in grief and isolation, and nobody knows how bad it really is. Which means another step. Nobody will notice when I replace you. Mom, I sob quietly into the phone. Mom, what do I do? It needs permission, she says urgently. Some kind of invitation, a threshold. As long as you don't give it that, it can't reach you. But Sarah, baby, I don't know how long that will hold, and I don't know how long I can stay on the line. This connection, it's taken everything I have. Don't go, I beg. Please don't leave me alone with that thing. I love you so much, she says, and her voice is fading, breaking apart into static. I love you so much, and I'm so sorry I left you. I'm so sorry about the pot roast. I'm so sorry The line fills with static. Mom? Mom? The call ends. 3:23 a.m. I'm alone in my bedroom with my phone's dead screen, and downstairs, something that looks exactly like me is climbing my stairs. The footsteps stop. I'm staring at my phone's security camera app, watching my living room. But the thing isn't there anymore. It's somewhere in my house, on my stairs, getting closer. My bedroom door is closed but not locked. I don't have a lock on the inside. Who locks their bedroom door when they live alone? Stupid. So stupid. I slide out of bed as quietly as I can, my bare feet touching the cold hardwood floor. Buttons is still under the bed, and when I crouch down to look at her, her eyes are huge and black with terror. Her ears are flat against her head. It's okay, I whisper, even though it's not. Even though nothing is okay. I need to barricade the door. My dresser is heavy, solid oak, a hand-me-down from my grandmother. I press my shoulder against it and push. It doesn't budge. I push harder and it scrapes against the floor with a sound that seems to echo through the entire house like a gunshot. I freeze, listening. The house is silent. Then I hear it. A creak on the stairs. The third step from the top. It always creaks, and I've been meaning to fix it for months. It's right outside. I abandon the dresser and run to the door, pressing my back against it. My hand fumbles for the handle, gripping it tight. If it tries to turn from the other side, maybe I'll feel it. Maybe I'll have warning. My heart is beating so fast it hurts. My chest feels tight. I can't get enough air. The panic attack I've been holding back slams into me like a freight train, and suddenly I'm hyperventilating, my vision tunneling, my hands going numb. Not now. Not fucking now. I force myself to breathe. In for 4 counts. Hold for 7. Out for 8. The technique my therapist taught me. In, hold, out. Something scratches at my door. Just once. A slow drag of what might be fingernails against wood. Then silence. I'm shaking so hard my teeth are chattering. The room feels smaller, the walls pressing in. The darkness is absolute. I didn't turn on any lights, afraid that it would see, that it would know which room I was in. But it already knows, doesn't it? It's been watching, learning. Sarah, its voice comes through the door, muffled but clear. My voice. Why won't you let me in? I'm scared. I don't know how I got downstairs. I think someone broke in. Please open the door. Please, it says, and now it's crying. Perfect. Hitching sobs that sound exactly like me when I cry. I'm so scared. I don't understand what's happening. Sarah, please, please help me. My resolve cracks. What if I'm wrong? What if I'm having a psychotic break and I really did sleepwalk downstairs and now I'm barricading myself away from myself? What if the grief finally broke something in my brain and none of this is real? What if I open the door and it's just me, terrified and confused, and I'm the monster? Sarah, I can hear you breathing, it says softly. I know you're right there. Why are you doing this? What's wrong? Talk to me. Please talk to me. I almost do. I almost open my mouth. The words are right there, pressing against my lips. I'm sorry. I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. But then I remember the camera. The thing tilting its head 90 degrees. The smile that was too wide. The way it moved. Like something wearing a human suit. That's not me, I whisper to myself. That's not me. That's not me. I can hear you whispering, it says, and the crying stops. Just stops. Mid-sob. Like a switch flipped. What are you saying? Are you talking to someone? Is someone in there with you? The doorknob jiggles. Once. Twice. Then it twists. Hard and fast, and I feel the pressure against my back as the door pushes inward an inch. I throw my weight against it, shoving back, and the door slams shut. Let me in. The voice that comes through the door isn't mine anymore. It's deeper. Wrong. Multiple voices layered on top of each other like a dozen people speaking in perfect unison. The words vibrate through the wood and into my spine. Let me in. No, I gasp. No, no, no. The door shudders in its frame. Something is slamming against it from the other side. Again. Again. The hinges rattle. Dust falls from the ceiling. I can't hold it. I'm not strong enough. I lunge for the dresser again and shove with everything I have. Adrenaline makes me strong. The dresser slides across the floor, inch by inch, until it's against the door. I pile everything I can on top of it. Books, shoes, my desk chair, a suitcase, a laundry basket. The slamming stops. I stand in the middle of my room, gasping for air, staring at my barricaded door. Silence. Minutes pass. Nothing. I check my phone. 3:47 a.m. The battery is at 23%. I need to call someone. The police, my father, my sister, someone. But what would I say? That my dead mother called to warn me about an evil doppelganger? That something is wearing my face? They'd send an ambulance and a psych eval, not help. I open my recent calls. Mom's number is there. 13 calls in the past 2 weeks. All at 3:07 a.m. All lasting exactly 47 seconds, except for tonight's call, which lasted 16 minutes. I try to call her back. The phone rings once, then goes to a voicemail that hasn't been set up yet. Just the robotic default message. The person you are trying to reach is not available. My hands are shaking so hard I nearly drop the phone. Then I hear something that makes my blood freeze. Scratching, not at the door, in the walls. It's moving through the walls, I realize with horror. The sound travels from the door frame, across the wall, toward the corner of my room, toward my window. My second story window. No, I breathe. No, No! No! I run to the window and grab the lock, twisting it. Locked! It's locked! It can't! A hand slaps against the glass from outside. My hand, my palm pressed against the window, fingers spread wide. I stumble backward, falling onto my bed. The thing is on the other side of my window, 2 stories up, defying gravity and logic and everything that should be possible. It's crouched on the tiny ledge outside my window like a gargoyle, and in the dim light from the street lamp, I can see its face. My face. But the eyes are wrong. They're black. Not just the pupils, the entire eye from corner to corner like someone filled them with ink. It taps on the glass. Once. Twice. Then it speaks, and I can hear it clearly through the window, even though that should be impossible. "Let me in, Sarah." "Fuck you," I spit. It smiles. That too wide smile. "You're going to let me in eventually," it says. "Tonight, or tomorrow night, or the night after that. You're going to get tired. You're going to fall asleep. You're going to lower your guard for just one moment." It presses its face against the glass. Its nose flattens. Its breath makes fog. "And when you do, I'm going to replace you. I'm going to live your life. I'm going to hug your father and tell him I love him. I'm going to laugh at your sister's jokes. I'm going to teach your students. I'm going to be you, but better, happier, more successful. Everyone will love me." "Why?" I choke out. "Why me?" "Because you're already disappearing," it says simply. "Because you're already halfway gone. Because no one is looking that closely anymore. You made it so easy, Sarah. You isolated yourself. You pushed everyone away. You're so alone that when I take your place, no one will notice the difference." It's right. The thought hits me like a physical blow. It's right. I have been disappearing. I've been canceling plans, ignoring texts, letting relationships wither. I've been so consumed by grief that I've forgotten how to exist in the world. My father calls once a week, out of obligation. My sister texts memes I don't respond to. My friends have stopped inviting me to things. If I vanish tomorrow, how long would it take for someone to notice? Days? Weeks? "Let me in," it whispers. "Or don't. Either way, I've already won." Then it's gone. Just gone, like it was never there. I lunge forward and look out the window. The yard below is empty. The street is quiet. Nothing moves. I check the camera app. The thing is back in my living room, standing in the exact same spot as before, perfectly still, waiting. 4:12 a.m. My phone buzzes. A text message from Dad. "Can't sleep, you up?" My fingers hover over the keyboard. Then another message. "Never mind. Saw you're active on Instagram. Must be having a late night. Get some rest, sweetie." I'm not on Instagram. I haven't opened Instagram in 3 days. With trembling hands, I open the app. Someone has posted a story on my account 12 minutes ago. It's a selfie of me, of it, sitting on my couch, wearing my sleep shirt, with the caption, "Late night thoughts. Sometimes grief makes you realize what really matters. Love you all." 43 people have viewed it already. 15 people have replied with hearts and supportive messages. It's building an alibi, I realize. It's creating a timeline, so that when I disappear, really disappear, everyone will remember seeing me active, seeing me doing better, seeing me move on. No one will question it when I stop answering messages. They'll think I'm just busy. They'll think I'm finally healing. I scroll through my Instagram messages. It's been responding to people, having conversations, making plans. "Hey girl, it's been forever. Want to grab coffee this weekend?" I'd love that. Been thinking about you, my best friend from college. We haven't talked in 6 months because I've been too deep in my grief spiral to maintain the friendship. The thing has fixed that for me. It's responding to everyone I've been ignoring. It's being the version of me everyone wants me to be. Upbeat, resilient, moving forward. It's being a better me than I am. My phone buzzes again. Another text from Dad. Love you, Sarah Bear. So proud of how strong you're being. Sarah Bear. He hasn't called me that in years. Whatever conversation the thing had with him, it was good enough to bring back the old nickname. I'm crying again, but I don't know why. Because I'm terrified? Because something is trying to replace me? Or because part of me, a horrible, traitorous part, wants to let it? 4:31 a.m. The battery is at 11%. I haven't charged my phone because the charger is downstairs, plugged into the kitchen outlet. Where the thing is, when my phone dies, I'll lose the security camera. I won't be able to see where it is. I won't be able to track it. I'll be blind. Think, Sarah. Think. There has to be a way out of this. There has to be my laptop. It's on my desk, buried under the barricade I built. I can log into the security camera from there, and it's plugged in. I start moving things as quietly as I can. The laundry basket, the suitcase, the chair. When I finally unearth the laptop and open it, the screen brightness seems blinding in the dark room. I quickly turn it down and navigate to the security camera website. It loads. My living room appears on screen, empty. The thing isn't there anymore. My stomach drops. I scan the visible parts of the house, the front door, the hallway, the edge of the kitchen. Nothing. Where is it? I check my phone's camera app. Still 11% battery. Same view. Empty living room. Where the fuck is it? Then I hear Mom's voice in my memory. It needs permission. Some kind of invitation. A threshold. Threshold. I never invited it into my bedroom. I never gave it permission. But there are other thresholds in a house. Aren't there? Other boundaries. The thought comes slowly, like walking through mud. What if it's not trying to get into my bedroom anymore? What if it's leaving? What if it's going to Dad's house or my sister's? What if it's going to show up on their doorstep, crying, saying I'm in danger, saying I need help, and they'll let it in because of course they will. Because it looks exactly like me. Because it sounds exactly like me. Because my phone rings. 3:07 a.m., the screen says, but it's 4:36 a.m. Time glitched. Or my phone did. Or reality did. Mom, the caller ID says. I answer immediately. Mom! Mom! Sarah. Her voice is clearer than before. But there's something wrong with it. An echo, like she's speaking from the bottom of a well. Sarah, it's leaving. I know. I think it's going to Dad or... No, she interrupts. Not to them. It's leaving your house. But it's not going to them. Not yet. It's going somewhere else first. Where? Silence. Long enough that I think she's gone. Then, the cemetery. What? It's going to my grave, Mom says. And now she's crying again. It needs something from there. Something of mine. Something personal. To complete the transformation. To make the replacement permanent. I don't understand. The locket, she says. The one your father buried me with. Our wedding photo is inside. It's a connection. A link. If it takes that, it'll have everything. Your face, your voice, your life, and my blessing. Your blessing? But you're... I know what I am, Sarah. I'm not stupid. I'm not your mother. Not really. I'm whatever's left. An echo. A recording. but I'm connected to that locket, to my body. And if that thing takes it, it severs the connection. I won't be able to call you anymore. I won't be able to help. My mind is racing. So I need to get there first. I need to get the locket before... Yes, she says. But Sarah, listen to me. You need to understand what you're really asking. If you go there, if you dig up my grave, if you desecrate my body, there's no coming back from that. Do you understand? Even if you stop the thing, even if you win, you'll have done something you can never undo. I don't care. You will, she says softly. You will care. But you're running out of time. It's already gone. It has a head start. And Sarah, it's so much faster than you. How do I stop it? If I get there first, how do I... The locket is pure silver. It was blessed at our wedding by a priest. I don't know why that matters, but it does. The thing can't touch it directly, but you can. Get the locket and keep it with you. As long as you have it, the thing can't complete the transformation. It'll be trapped in an in-between state, powerful, but not permanent. And then what? Then you figure out how to kill something that's not really alive. The line crackles. Mom, don't go. I love you, Sarah. I'm sorry I can't be there for you. I'm sorry I had an aneurysm in the cereal aisle of a fucking Kroger. She laughs, wet and broken. I had so much left to tell you, so much left to teach you. But you're strong. You're stronger than you think. You're my daughter. Mom, go. She says, go now. And Sarah, when this is over, when you've won, and you will win, baby. I know you will. Don't call this number again. Whatever I am, whatever's been talking to you, it's not healthy for you to hold on like this. You need to let me go. I can't. You can. You have to. Promise me. I'm sobbing now, ugly and desperate. I promise. I love you so much. The line goes dead. 4:42 a.m. Battery at 8%. I'm moving on instinct now. I throw on jeans and a hoodie, grab my keys, shove the dying phone in my pocket. The barricade is still in place. I'll have to move it all to get out. But I don't have time. The window. It's a straight drop to the bushes below. Maybe 15 feet. I could break an ankle, or worse. But the thing went out this way, and if it can do it, so can I. I unlock the window and shove it open. Cold night air rushes in. The ledge is tiny, maybe 6 inches wide. I don't let myself think. I just climb. The drop is bad. I land in the bushes and something in my ankle goes pop, and the pain is immediate and electric. But I can still move it, can still put weight on it so nothing's broken, just sprained. I limp to my car, parked in the driveway. The street is empty. Every house dark. The good people of Maple Street are asleep in their beds, dreaming normal dreams. Not running from things that wear their faces. My car starts on the first try. Small miracle. And I'm pulling out of the driveway before I've even buckled my seatbelt. The cemetery is a 20-minute drive across town. Highland Memorial Park. Mom's buried in Section C, Row 7, Plot 23. I know because I've been there every weekend since the funeral. Sitting on the grass next to her headstone, talking to the dirt. It's 4:47 a.m. The streets are empty. A few traffic lights blink yellow. I run them all. My phone is on the passenger seat, battery at 5%. The screen shows my security camera, still no sign of the thing in my house, because it's ahead of me, because it's faster. I press the accelerator harder. The cemetery gates are always locked at night. But there's a section of fence near the back where teenagers have bent the chain link enough to squeeze through. I found it by accident last month when I'd stayed too late and gotten locked in. I park on the street and kill the engine. The cemetery is enormous. Hundreds of graves spreading out in neat rows, punctuated by mausoleums and statuary. In the dark, with only the moon for light, it looks like a city of the dead. Silent. Waiting. I squeeze through the gap in the fence, tearing my hoodie on the sharp metal. My sprained ankle throbs with every step, but I force myself to run. Section C, row 7, plot 23. I know the way by heart. The grass is wet with dew. My shoes squelch as I run past headstones with names I've memorized. Patterson, Rodriguez, Chen, O'Brien. The permanent residents of this place. People who died normal deaths and stayed dead. Unlike Mom. Unlike whatever she is now. I'm almost there when I see it. A figure kneeling at Mom's grave. Me. It's digging with its bare hands, tearing through the earth like the soil is water. Dirt flies in all directions. It's working with inhuman speed, its movements jerky and wrong. Like a video played at 1.5 times speed. I skid to a stop 20 feet away, hidden behind a large marble angel. The thing hasn't noticed me yet. It's too focused on digging. My phone buzzes. 3% battery, a text from an unknown number. The locket. Get the locket. Don't let it touch you. M. Mom. Still watching. Still helping. But how do I get past that thing? As if hearing my thoughts, it stops digging. Slowly, it turns its head toward my hiding spot. All the way around. 180 degrees. Without moving its body. Sarah. It calls in my voice. I know you're there. I can smell your fear. It's delicious. I press myself against the cold marble, heart hammering. Come out, it says. Let's talk. Let's make a deal. Fuck your deal, I shout back, surprising myself with the venom in my voice. It laughs. So brave. But you're too late, Sarah. I'm almost there. Another few feet, and I'll have it. And then I'll have everything. It goes back to digging, faster now, and I can see it's already deep in the earth, 6 feet deep, where the casket is. I need a weapon. Something. Anything. My eyes scan the cemetery. Fallen branches, decorative rocks. Nothing that would stop that thing. Then I see it. A shovel. Leaning against a maintenance shed 30 feet away, probably left by a groundskeeper. I run. My ankle screams in protest, but I push through the pain. I grab the shovel and turn back toward Mom's grave. The thing is standing in the hole now, and I can hear wood splintering. The casket. It's breaking into the casket. No! I scream and charge. I don't think, I just swing. The shovel connects with the thing's head with a hollow clang that echoes across the cemetery. It stumbles, falls backward into the hole. I jump in after it. The space is tight, barely room for 2 people. The casket is cracked open and I can see, oh God, Mom's body, preserved by embalming but still wrong, still too much like a wax figure. She's wearing the blue dress we buried her in. Her hands are folded across her chest and around her neck. The locket, silver, gleaming even in the darkness. The thing lunges for it. I swing the shovel again, and this time I aim for its hand. The blade catches its fingers, and there's a sound like breaking pottery. Black liquid spurts from the wound instead of blood. It shrieks, not with my voice anymore, but with that layered, multiple voices at once sound, and pulls back. I drop the shovel and reach for the locket. My fingers close around it, and the moment I touch it, everything changes. The world inverts. Suddenly, I'm not in the grave anymore. I'm standing in my mother's hospital room. No, not a hospital room. Somewhere else, somewhere gray and formless and infinite. Mom is there. Really there. Not dead. Not pale and waxy. Alive. Wearing her favorite jeans and that ratty college t-shirt she refused to throw away. "Sarah," she says, and she's crying. "Mom? Where are we?" "The in-between," she says. "The place I've been trapped since I died. But baby, you need to listen. You need to listen right now because we don't have much time." "I don't understand." "That thing isn't trying to replace you," she says, and the words come out in a rush. "It is you." The world tilts. "What?" "It's your grief, Sarah. Your isolation. Your depression. All the dark parts of yourself that you've been feeding for months. You've been so consumed by losing me that you stopped living. You stopped being you. And that creates something. A void. A hunger. It grew inside you until it was strong enough to separate. To become its own thing." I'm shaking my head. No. That's not... Think about it, she says desperately. Think about the last 2 weeks. Have you felt like yourself? Have you felt whole? Or have you felt like part of you is missing? Like you're going through the motions, but you're not really there? I have felt like that for weeks. Like I'm watching my life from outside my body. Like someone else is living my life and I'm just a passenger. The thing in that grave isn't a monster from outside, Sarah. It's the parts of you that want to give up. The parts that want to stop trying. The parts that would rather let something else take over and live your life for you. Because it's easier. Because it hurts less. But you called me, I say desperately. You warned me. You told me how to stop it. I called you because I love you, she says, and she takes my face in her hands. I called you because even death can't stop a mother from trying to save her daughter. But Sarah, baby, I need you to understand something. She's crying harder now. I'm not really here. I died in a Kroger. My body is in that casket. Whatever this is, this echo, this voice, it's just your mind trying to process grief in the only way it knows how. By imagining I'm still here, still helping, still loving you. No, the locket doesn't have any power, she says. It's just a symbol, something to focus on, something to make you fight, because the only person who can stop that thing is you. By choosing to live, by choosing to feel the pain instead of letting it consume you, by choosing to be whole again, even if it means hurting. The gray space is dissolving around us. I don't know how, I sob. I don't know how to live without you. Yes, you do, she says. You're doing it right now. You're fighting. You're surviving. You're so much stronger than you think, Sarah. You always have been. She's fading. Please don't go. I'm already gone, baby. I've been gone since that Tuesday afternoon. But you're still here. You're still alive. And you have to choose that. Every single day. You have to choose to be alive. I love you, I cry. I love you too. So much. Forever. She's gone. I'm back in the grave. The thing is lunging for me, its mouth open impossibly wide, filled with teeth that aren't teeth. Darkness that isn't darkness. I'm holding the locket in my hand, and I understand now. This isn't about a monster. It's about me. About choosing. I hold up the locket, and the thing stops. Not because the silver has power, but because I'm seeing it clearly for the first time. It's me. My face. My body. My voice. But it's also my despair. My isolation. My grief turned toxic and dark. It's the version of me that wants to stop feeling anything at all. I see you, I whisper. It tilts its head. You're me. The part of me that wants to give up. The part that thinks it's easier to let someone else live my life. The part that wants to stop hurting so badly I'd do anything, become anything, to make it stop. The thing doesn't move. But I'm choosing to hurt, I say, and my voice is stronger now. I'm choosing to feel this, all of it, the grief and the guilt and the pain, because that's what it means to be alive. That's what it means to have loved someone so much their absence leaves a hole. I stand up, still holding the locket. You don't get to replace me. You don't get to hollow me out and wear my skin, because I'm choosing to be whole, even if it hurts, especially because it hurts. The thing stares at me with those black eyes. Then slowly, it begins to dissolve, not violently, not with screaming or thrashing. It just fades, like smoke, like a shadow when the light changes, like the bad dream it always was. I'm alone in the grave with my mother's body. I carefully place the locket back around her neck, adjusting it gently, fixing her collar. "Goodbye, Mom," I whisper. "I'm going to be okay. I promise. It's going to hurt like hell, but I'm going to be okay." I climb out of the grave as the first light of dawn breaks over the cemetery. 6 months later, I'm sitting in my therapist's office on a Thursday afternoon. Dr. Chen is looking at me with those kind, patient eyes that made me choose her in the first place. "And you haven't had any more episodes?" she asks. "No," I say. "Not since that night." I haven't told her the full truth. I told her I had a severe dissociative episode brought on by grief, that I hallucinated an intruder in my home and ended up at the cemetery having a breakdown at my mother's grave. It's close enough to the truth. Some things are too strange to speak aloud. "How are you sleeping?" she asks. "Better," I say honestly. I still wake up sometimes around 3 a.m., but I don't wait for the phone to ring anymore. I deleted Mom's contact. It was the hardest thing I've ever done, but I did it. "And your relationships?" "I'm trying," I say. "I had coffee with my best friend last week. I'm having dinner with Dad and my sister on Sunday. I'm showing up. It's hard, but I'm doing it." Dr. Chen smiles. "I'm proud of you, Sarah. You're doing the work. That's what matters." After the session, I walk to my car. It's a beautiful October day. The leaves are turning gold and red. The air smells like autumn. I'm alive. I'm here. And yes, it hurts. I miss Mom every single day. Some mornings I still wake up and forget she's gone, and the remembering breaks me all over again. But I'm choosing it. The pain, the life, the messiness of being human. Because the alternative, becoming hollow, letting something else wear my skin and live my life, is worse than any grief. My phone buzzes. A text from my sister. "Still on for Sunday? I'm making pot roast, Mom's recipe." I smile through the tears that suddenly blur my vision. "Wouldn't miss it," I type back. "I'll bring the wine." I get in my car and drive home. To my life. The one I'm choosing to live. Here's what I learned in that cemetery. In that grave, holding a silver locket while staring at my own darkness. Grief doesn't make you weak. But grief unexamined, grief fed and nurtured in isolation, grief allowed to grow in the dark, that can hollow you out from the inside. We live in a world that tells us to move on from pain, to be strong, to get back to normal as quickly as possible. We're told that reaching out is burdening others, that needing help is weakness, that being alone with our pain is somehow noble. It's a lie. That lie creates monsters. Not real ones, not things that crawl through windows or dig up graves, but internal ones. The parts of us that would rather stop feeling anything than feel the enormousness of loss. The parts that want to disappear into numbness, into addiction, into anything that makes the pain stop. Those parts will replace you if you let them. They'll wear your face and live your life, and everyone will think you're doing better. But the real you, the you that feels and hurts and loves and lives, will be gone. The only way to stop it is to choose, every single day, to feel it, to reach out, to show up, to be alive, even when being alive means hurting. If you're reading this, if you're listening to this story at 3 a.m. or driving alone in your car or lying awake in the dark and something in it resonates with you, I need you to do something right now, not tomorrow, not when you feel better, right now. I need you to reach out to someone. Text your friend, call your sister, message someone you've been avoiding because you don't want to burden them. Tell them you're struggling. You don't have to tell them about the monsters. You don't have to explain everything. Just say, I haven't been okay. I need help. I need connection. I need to know I'm not alone. Because you're not alone. And the thing that's trying to replace you, that numbness, that isolation, that voice telling you it's easier to just stop trying, it wins when you stay silent. It loses when you reach out. If you're someone who's been worried about a friend, who's pulled away, who's doing fine, but something feels off, reach out to them. Today. Right now. Don't wait for them to ask for help. People who are drowning rarely call for lifeguards. Send them a text. I miss you, I'm worried about you. Can we talk? That simple message might be the thing that stops them from disappearing entirely. And if you're reading this and you don't have anyone to reach out to, if your isolation is so complete that the thought of calling someone seems impossible, call a crisis line. In the US, 988, Suicide and Crisis Lifeline. In the UK, 116123, Samaritans. International, findahelpline.com. They're there, right now, waiting for your call. Because here's the truth I learned. The monsters in our heads tell us we're alone. They tell us no one cares. They tell us it's easier to let go. They're lying. Your pain matters. Your life matters. The hole you'd leave in the world matters. Don't let the monster wear your face. Don't let grief hollow you out. Don't wait until 3 a.m. when something that looks like you is standing at the bottom of your stairs. Choose to live. Choose to feel. Choose to reach out. Right now, please, because I'm choosing it too, every single day, and I need you to choose it with me. We're in this together, all of us, fighting our monsters, choosing to be alive. Now close this video and text someone you love. I'll wait.